What's going on, everybody? It's me, Bear, and this is my channel, PokeGoHeroes. And just like the heroes in the anime go on amazing adventures, you are the hero of this story. I'm here as your guide for everything Pokemon Go. We're going to have the most fun, and we're going to figure out how to get the most out of this game. This week's event is the Fashion Week event. It is got the Team Rocket Takeover, and this video I think is going to be on the shorter side of things. There's a handful of Pokemon that are notable that you're going to want to pursue. But outside of that, I think the event is primarily used for getting Stardust and just for fun. So let's go ahead and dive in. The event starts today and it ends on January 19th at 8 p.m. So let's go over at a high level what this event entails, and then we'll go from there. You got 2x Stardust from catching Pokemon. If you throw on some blue incense and a star piece, and bam, you're cooking. Increased shiny odds of several Pokemon. The shiny boosted rates for Corellia with the hat is 1 in 26. For Dragonite, it's 1 in 64. For Minccino, it's also 1 in 64. Minccino is the new one for this event. Furfrou, 1 in 64. And so those are the boosted shiny odds. The other ones can be shiny, but they're just not boosted. So there's the debut of Minccino and Cinccino. I think the glasses and stuff are fine. If I got a hundo of that, great. No problems. Here are the spawns. We got Diglett, Skitty, Baniri, Blitzel, Furfrou, Bruxish. For the raids, we've got Shinx, Minccino, Furfrou, Butterfree, and Dragonite. There'll be additional research tasks, of course. And then we've got the paid time research for $5. It's $4.99. You get some XP Stardust, this pose, which is okay. It's okay. It's about what you would expect for a fashion event. And then you get those encounters with Dragonite, Minccino, Furfrou. So is it worth $5? If you go into the web store, you also get an additional raid pass. So really, it's just you get those 3 encounters with those Pokemon, each one having a 1 in 212 odds of being a hundo. So if you don't have a hundo Dragonite, maybe you could talk, and you like the avatar pose, it might be worth it to you. If you don't like the avatar pose and you're not worried about getting a hundo Dragonite, and if one additional raid pass doesn't add any value, then you might pass on this one. A couple of new avatar items as well. Plaid top, plaid pants. There it is. All right, let's go up here and talk about the PvP and PvE viability. If you don't know, PvP stands for player versus player, and then PvE stands for player versus environment. Which of these perform well in battle? The Battle League is broken up into the Great, Ultra, and Master League. And of those, really the only one that's going to have any PvP viability is Dragonite. Dragonite is top tier in all the leagues. This will always be one of the best dragon types, and so you should do it. You should be excited about that. And then also, if you get a hundo, it's one of the best dragon attackers as well, and so it's fantastic all around. The other ones, not so much. Looking at all of these, I don't even need to pull them up because I've looked at them in the past. All of them are okay, but none of them are at top of their game. So what I mean by that is, as far as raid attackers, I guess Lopunny does have the Mega Form, and so for that reason, it's going to be one of the best fighting and normal type raid attackers. But other than that, these other ones are a shrug, which is fine. I think this is meant to be a chill event. It's not meant to have you trying to go out there every day and catch something. It's just meant to be relaxing and fun. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and skip on to the part that I'm excited about. The part that takes this event and makes it exciting is the Fashion Week Takeover. So this starts Wednesday, January 15th, so next Wednesday through the 19th. The Team Go Rocket balloons will be appearing more frequently. 2 of the big reasons to be excited about this Fashion Week Takeover is that the Shadow Pokemon are some of the best attackers of their typings. And then on top of that, you're going to have boosted odds of getting hundos, because when you purify a Shadow Pokemon, you are going to see its IV stats go up a little bit for each attack, defense, and health. So if you're like me and you're hunting hundos, these events are exciting for you. It starts on Wednesday, January 15th, and then it goes through Sunday, January 19th. You're going to want to set a calendar reminder for the 19th, or some kind of Siri reminder, whatever you use, for the 19th at 6 p.m. or whatever your local time, and set yourself a reminder to use a charged TM on Frustration for all the Pokemon that you're keeping that are Shadow. We got Shroodle and Graphai. I don't know how to say that. They're making their debut. I looked it up on PvP Poke, and these two have not had their ranking revealed yet. So these could shake up the poison typings for the Great or the Ultra. I don't see them doing much in the Master League, but we'll have more details on that later. Croagunk. Croagunk is still one of the best poison type raid attackers in the game. He's in the top 20. Not counting Megas, not counting Primals, not counting Shadows. The reason why I bring him up is that you're going to want to take snapshots, because he'll appear when you take snapshots of your buddy. Shadow Palkia is Giovanni's Pokemon that you get this time. Palkia is one of the best in the Master League and best overall, one of the best top tier dragon and water attackers as well. So make sure to get him. Definitely worth getting. Now we've got some new Shadow Pokemon, and for that reason, these have not been put up into PvP Poke yet, and so we don't know where these will rank in the PvP rankings, but I guarantee you it's going to shake things up, especially Superior, Snivy, and Bunnelby. I guarantee you are going to be pushing to the limit of the Great and Ultra Leagues. I don't know about these other Pokemon, Tepig and Oshawott and Trubbish and Tailo, but for sure, I'm very confident that Superior and Diggersby are going to rocket. They're going to rocket, just like Team Rocket. All right, and then we've got, these are appearing in Shadow Raids, a Nidoran, male and female, Totodile, and Ralts. Totodile is very good in PvP. If you don't have yourself a good one for PvP, make sure that you take advantage of this. The Shadow is fantastic. And then appearing in 3-star raids, we've got Electabuzz, Magmar, and Wobbuffet. So that about sums it up. Okay, so Shadow Pokemon in general. This is the role that Shadow Pokemon can play. One, they can just be excellent attackers, because the Shadow Pokemon has an extra 20% attack, and then less 20% defense. So it makes them a little glassier, which is fine in most raiding situations. But in PvP, what that means is they're going to excel as a closer and an attacker. So what a closer is, when your opponent has used up both of their shields, you bring in a Shadow Pokemon and it's game over. You win. Attacker also, so these are great for pressuring shielded opponents with high damage. So think of Granbull with this. Think of a Pokemon with a really, like Shadow Ho-Oh, something where the fast attack is doing high damage. Then you get 20% boost on top of that. Now you're getting somewhere. So that's the two places that a Shadow Pokemon can really shine. So I bring that up because if you look at something like a Shadow Totodile, if you had that fully evolved and you were attacking and the other person, this video is going on long. I think I've set it up. But yes, in summary, I think that you're going to be wanting to catch any PvP viability of anything Shadow for this event. But overall, if you just had to pick a few, I recommend Superior and Bunnelby. And those are going to make excellent closers and excellent attackers. I think that about does it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. I am going to be improving this channel, and we're going to keep things going. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys out there.